Actions speak louder than words. Although this may be true, it doesn't mean that words whisper when they speak. Nay, for words are also quite loud, which is why choosing the best word for the job is so critical. No one wants to be misunderstood. It's time to get down and dirty in the trenches because a war has been declared. The War of the Words. In this series, we compare two words that are often confused with each other by choosing the correct word for the scenario, aka battle. Even though this is indeed a fight featuring two opponents, there will be no definitive winner at the end because ultimately no one wins in war. In this war, we have affect versus effect. To be fair, the frequent confusion between affect and effect is completely understandable. Not only do they have nearly the same spelling, they also share the same pronunciation, so yeah, I totally get it. Before we sound the drums of war, however, we first need to discuss each word individually. Let's start with affect. Affect with an A is a verb, so it expresses an action. Interestingly, the definition of this verb could be described as the following: to have an effect on. Essentially, affect is the verbal form of affect. Here are some synonyms for affect. To be clear, a synonym is a different word that could be substituted for the original term without changing the overall meaning of the sentence. Influence, alter, change, impact. Now, let's discuss effect with an E. Unlike affect, effect with an E is a noun describing a phenomenon. Such a phenomenon is often the result of some sort of change. In short, an effect is the result of a thing affecting another thing. Here are some synonyms for effect. Please note that affect and effect share some of the same synonyms. Outcome, influence, impact, ramification. With a greater understanding of these two words, it is time for the war to begin. Battle number 1. Picture this. It's the middle of summer, the sun is shining, there's not a single cloud in the clear blue sky. The temperature is just right, you're in good spirits. Now picture this. It's the dead of winter. You can't see the sun through the gloomy gray overcast. It's so cold that you can't get warm no matter what you do. Your nose is running and your mood is declining. This is what happens to people who are sensitive to changes within their environment, including the ever-changing weather. For some people, the weather blank their mood. Which word would be the most appropriate for this sentence? To approach this battle, we could start by determining whether we need a noun or a verb. A sentence is nothing without at least one verb to hold everything together, and this sentence is unfortunately missing the essential verbal component. For some people, the weather affects their mood. For some people, the weather has an effect on their mood. For some people, the weather influences their mood. For some people, the weather alters their mood. For some people, the weather changes their mood. For some people, the weather impacts their mood. Yep, everything checks out. Winner of battle number 1, affect. Battle number 2. If I have said it once, I've said it a billion times. Words are loud, dude, and sometimes a series of words delivered by a charismatic, passionate speaker are so loud that you can't help but to listen. Your ears listen, then your brain and maybe even your heart do the rest. His incredibly moving and powerful speech blanked everyone in the crowd. Yet again, we are lacking a main verb, so we likely do not need the noun effect. To be certain, let's fill in the blank with the verb effect and see if the sentence makes perfect sense. His incredibly moving and powerful speech affected everyone in the crowd. Were they affected in a positive or negative way? This isn't clear. We only know they were emotionally affected in some way. His incredibly moving and powerful speech had an effect on everyone in the crowd. His incredibly moving and powerful speech influenced everyone in the crowd. His incredibly moving and powerful speech altered everyone in the crowd. His incredibly moving and powerful speech changed everyone in the crowd. His incredibly moving and powerful speech impacted everyone in the crowd. Battle number 2 winner, effect. Battle number 3. Technology is amazing, especially when used to produce visually stunning films, television, and other artistic mediums. It allows creators to not only bring their ideas and art to life, but also tell the most beautiful stories. Want to get lost in a galaxy far, far away? You can do that. Want to live in a magical land where anything is possible? You can do that too. The special blank in that movie were spectacular. Firstly, do we need a noun or a verb? Looking at the sentence, we do have a main verb, were, which is a common to be verb, so we probably need the noun effect to provide more information. Let's see. The special effects in that movie were spectacular. This is a bit of a special case because we use the noun effect to specifically refer to the technology and methods used to produce a certain scene in a movie or TV series. Though the noun effect is the correct answer, we can't substitute it for one of its typical synonyms without changing the meaning. For example, the special outcomes in that movie were spectacular. See, despite the noun outcome being a strong synonym for effect, it doesn't work in this case because of the nuanced definition of effect in this scenario. What can I say? Words are complex, man. Battle number 3 winner, effect. Battle number 4. It's the little things in life. More specifically, it's the little things you do to feel good in your own skin. From basic hygienic practices such as brushing your teeth twice a day to more advanced self-care activities such as going to the gym, you want to feel and look your very best. And let me tell you, your best is absolutely gorgeous. There's no question about it. If you take care of yourself, you will feel better and have higher self-esteem. Working out can have a profoundly positive blank on your self-esteem. Clearly, we need a noun because a profoundly positive what? As such, effect should be the most appropriate option here, but let's fill in the blank just to be sure. Working out can have a profoundly positive effect on your self-esteem. Working out can have a profoundly positive outcome on your self-esteem. Working out can have a profoundly positive influence on your self-esteem. Working out can have a profoundly positive impact on your self-esteem. Working out can have a profoundly positive ramification on your self-esteem. Yep, effect ticks all the boxes. Battle number 4 winner, effect. And now the 5th and final battle. Whether or not you realize it, the things you say and the things you do can make or break the people around you. Being social creatures, we observe the people around us and take mental notes of their words and actions. In other words, we all should exercise special care when it comes to our interactions with not only our friends and family, but also the strangers we encounter while shopping, eating, working, etc. By using the wrong word with the wrong tone, you could ruin someone's day. By using the right word with the right tone, however, you could potentially make someone's day, even if you add only one ray of sunshine. I always try to positively blank someone rather than negatively blank them. In this example, we are expressing an action, so we need a verb, right? I always try to positively affect someone rather than negatively affect them. I always try to positively have an effect on someone than negatively have an effect on them. I always try to positively influence someone rather than negatively influence them. I always try to positively alter someone rather than negatively alter them. I always try to positively change someone rather than negatively change them. I always try to positively impact someone rather than negatively impact them. Looks good to me. Battle number 5 winner, affect. And there you have it, folks. This war of the words is now officially over. No winners or losers here, as previously mentioned. The point of this war was to demonstrate that every sentence is like a battle in which these two words will be opponents, and yes, one of these words will win that fight. However, it will be up to you, my friend, to choose the correct word for this scenario, aka battle.